Boom, 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 Chenka, lads and lasses. How's it going, everybody? Hope you're all having a good one. Thank you for joining me. This is the Pig here on Flying Pig United with a cheeky little stream for you today. Just covering a little bit of Manchester United news today. Sorry for the glistening face that I've got on today, literally covered in just the sheen of piggy juices right now, because it is absolutely sweat your freaking badger off times. So we can't do anything about it other than just sit here and melt under the lights. But anyway, thank you very much for joining us tonight on the live stream. Just wanted to get something out here today, talk about the latest Manchester United news and all that jazz. Do us a favour, smash that thumbs up button if you're tuning in right now. Get involved in the live comments. I want to hear from you as we go out throughout the stream. So thank you very much to everybody that's joining me. I can see Ryan Burberspin9, we've got Jesse One Arm, Matty Rush, Ellie, Stephen Zevon, Liam, Ryan Burberspin9, Mrs. P. Everybody in here, thank you very much for joining me. So let's get into it then. So there's a lot of reports surfacing today that Paul Pogba may be on the brink of signing a new Manchester United contract, or at least expected to have talks this summer in terms of after the Europa League campaign is finished. Paul Pogba, his agent, we will be ready to have talks and maybe about him potentially signing a new contract at Manchester United. He's got a year left on his contract, but there is a further option for another year from Manchester United there, which we often put in contracts. So when the contract runs out, within like a certain amount of time, we've got the option to extend it another year. The player doesn't have the option, we've got the option to do that. So we can exercise that. So really there's a couple of years left on it, but even so, it's the sort of length of contract and the sort of player that United would like to get dealt with sooner rather than later, surely. And whether that's, a move away to try and get bigger money, or it's actually just getting the deal done to extend his stay at the football club. But yeah, I mean, there's talks that we've got a report here from a Sky Sports reporter here that says Pogba's happy at United. He's expecting them to open contract talks once their Europa League campaign is over. I guess he's just got the inside scoop on Paul Pogba's mind. It's like being John Malkovich or something, he just pops in there into his brain and gets these ideas out. But either way, Pogba does seem to be happy at Manchester United. He has had a really good time since coming back from lockdown, since coming back from injury, post-surgery, because he did have that ankle issue for a while. Playing with that, he's had his surgery. To be fair, this has been my favourite time from Paul Pogba in a Manchester United shirt this year, 2020. I think Pogba's been pretty damn excellent throughout this year for Manchester United and a big player for us. And so I can't really criticise his attitude, his play, how he's gone about it this year. Previously, you can argue maybe he's not the sort of player that can carry a side. Maybe he's more of a player that, is a cog in the side, but maybe he's not the absolute most vital cog, but he's still a very important cog. And, I feel like he's just a great cog to have in the machine anyway, is what I'm saying. A little while ago, a year ago, I would have said, look, if you can get 80 million, 100 million, 120 million, whatever it is for Paul Pogba, then maybe we should look to sell him, because the impact that he had at Manchester United over those few years was not really up to the level of a player that cost 80 million pounds and was so damn good at Juventus and wasn't performing or doing it regularly for United out there on the pitch. So I would have perhaps seen him go. But you know what? Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, different manager, different tactics, different techniques, different coaching, seems to have got a lot out of Paul Pogba. Like, he seems to have developed character-wise. He seems to have really knuckled down. He seems motivated. He seems hungry. He's working out there on the pitch. He's trying hard out there for us. So I think there's been a different mentality. Solskjaer's put his arm around him. He's nurtured him a little bit. Do you know what I mean? He's nurtured him. Whereas Jose, he's more of your sort of, your tyrant, if you like. Whereas Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, man, he's like the baby-faced, your baby-faced best friend. Do you know what I mean? So I do think that Paul Pogba is happy at United. We've got Champions League football now. That should be all the different things that Paul Pogba would want from a football club right now. He came back to Manchester United for a reason. So I don't think Paul Pogba's want or desire is to really go anywhere else right now. I mean, okay, look, if Real Madrid were interested in him, if there was this big tug of war in the media and stuff, but it's not really going on like that. They may be expressed an interest in the past, but it's some time ago now. Sure, if they reignited that, everybody would get back on that whole trade again. But the point I'm making is, Paul Pogba is a United player, and he may have had a torrid couple of years, really, by his own high standards. But I think maybe, just maybe, the lad has turned the corner. So in terms of whether he deserves a contract, in terms of whether we should give him a new contract, I absolutely think that we should. And that might surprise some of you because, you know, a little while ago, like I said, I was not impressed with Paul Pogba's contribution to United. But he seems maybe like he's turned a corner. And on his day, he is about as good as a midfielder can be, to be fair. On his day, he's brilliant. And as long as he brings that consistency into his game and actually has his day a lot more often out there, which he has been doing this year, then he's going to be an excellent player for United to have in our books. Not only that, he's just a, you know, he's a commercial entity. And he brings a lot to the football club. So I just wanted to make it very clear, my stance on it, that I think that, you know, at this moment in time, United should be looking to extend the contract of Paul Pogba. I don't think there's any talks about any movement, because if there was, we'd be hearing all about it. Look at all this Sancho stuff, all this Havertz stuff, all these news and rumours going around. There's nothing really about Paul Pogba joining Real Madrid or going back to Juventus. There's no real solidity or anything behind that. So I think he's just a United player. He's a United player, and we will probably extend that contract after Europa League, because he's coming to approaching just a year left on his contract. We do have an option for a further year, but even so, I think United will look to get him snapped up. What do you guys think about it then? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. Would you be happy with Paul Pogba signing a new contract? Let me know your thoughts, guys. Anyway, thank you for joining me, everyone, on this video. Hit that thumbs up button. Do chuck a little cheeky little like on this video if you can, and we'll get into your live comments now and just see what you think about this whole Paul Pogba situation. Shout out to Hayden Alessandro, who joined Patreon yesterday, the latest patron, Hayden Alessandro. I am absolutely bucketing sweat out of my pores here, lads and lasses. Crikey. What? Yes, I have. What are you talking about? You've 100% seen that. I'm pretty sure you don't know what you're talking about, love. Anyway, unless it's something new which I haven't seen. Everything he sent, I've sent you. I'm trying to do a video about United here, Nicola. Can you believe that? Anyway, please do us a favour. KM says it's pissing down here. Where are you, KM, mate? That is crazy. It's absolutely blazing hot down south here, my friend. Griffo Chaz says, do an Atalanta versus PSG watch along. That's not going to happen, Griffo Chaz, my friend, no. I am going to do a gaming stream later on my gaming channel, Flying Pig Gaming, so check that out if you haven't done so. Go over there, there's a link in the description. Flying Pig Gaming is the name of the YouTube channel. Right, okay then. So, let's have a look then. Aniket Mohan says, heard Lingard is getting a new contract. So, I mean, apparently there is something to that. Like, it's understood anyway, you know, it's being reported that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer does actually want Jesse Lingard to stay at Manchester United. And because, you know, Lingard loves United, he might like to keep him around. I mean, me personally, I think that's an absolute abomination. Okay, he's popped up and scored a couple of goals recently, but other than that, he's been absolutely lugashtastic, to quote Anthony Marshall, like really piss poor. So I wouldn't want to see him remain at the club past this season, even if he did pop up and score the last goal of the Premier League campaign, and also another goal for us in his next game. Like, fair play to him, he's done all right recently, he's okay. But in terms of the amount of money that he's actually on, I think perhaps it would be better freeing that money up to be used elsewhere. I don't know what you guys think about that one. But has Jesse Lingard done enough this season, or we're at the end of the season here, to maybe show you that we should give him another chance? I'd love to know if there's somebody in here that has that sort of opinion. JW92 says, Pogba doesn't show the quality he has, just the odd game for United. Well, that's what I've said over the years. I mean, I definitely think that you're spot on in what you've said there. And even if you look at overall his career up until now, as an overall, the consistency's not been there. He's not been good enough. A lot of the time, he's been an absolute freaking £80 million like anchor, just weighing us down in the centre of the park there. And not in a good way, not like your anchor man defensive midfielder. No, I just mean like a static anchor. But either way, like... he has looked like he's improved recently, but his form over the course of his United career has not reached the days of his Juventus career or his France career. It's just not as good over the course of those few years. But recently, like I say, since Solskjaer's come in, I think you have seen an upturn. He still does go missing in games. He still does have a nightmare in a lot of games. And it's a shame to see, lads and lasses, because we all know he's got all the qualities that you need. Juan Ki Kin comments, sell him, buy Sancho and Witsel. So you think Axel Witsel and Jadon Sancho would be the players that should look to be replacing Paul Pogba, generate money from the sale of Paul Pogba and buy other players. You see, this is the other conundrum, lads and lasses. Look, Jadon Sancho, Manchester United, you know, the Michael Zorc, the director of football at Dortmund the other day on Monday, I believe it was, came out and said, no, mate, you're not having him. We had set a deadline of the 10th of August with Manchester United to agree a deal with for us for the transfer of Jadon Sancho, and they didn't meet that. So basically, we've set a deadline. If it's not met by then the deal is off effectively. Or he said we're going to be keeping hold of Jadon Sancho for the rest of the season, for the 2020-21 season. And it's final. It's a final decision. That's what he said in the media. Now, whether or not that is all legit, I mean, it's not, is it? I mean, let's be honest now. If United came in, it's not an actual deadline. It's just their own personally imposed deadline. So if you basically said to them, look, we'll give you 120 minutes, I'm sure they would snap your hand off. What this is a failure to meet in the middle at the moment. Everyone's playing hardball at the moment. United don't want to be bent over a barrel. Borussia Dortmund want to get absolutely everything they can out of a top-class player, to be fair, who does the business for them week in, week out, and is a very valuable young asset. And Jadon Sancho, you know, he's a player that wants to come and join Manchester United. It was being reported he'd agreed personal terms, you know, so he, you take these things with a pinch of salt, but he seems to have the desire, he seems to have the want to come back to England and play for Manchester United. He seems to. So it's one of those situations, guys. It's a cat and mouse game. We've got to play with them a little bit longer. United don't want to pay excessively in order to get our man. Sometimes it's good to do that. Sometimes you need to do that. Get them in earlier. Allow them to bed into the squad. Allow them to actually, you know, have any kind of pre-season. Get to know the surroundings, the teammates, everything. Settle in. That's only natural you want to do that. So I don't like the way that we go about it in the transfer window. Eddie Woodward, the King Potato himself, sponsored by McCain's, he has an issue with getting deals done quickly. He does. He likes to draw them out. Sometimes it does sort of work out for us financially, because look at the Bruno Fernandes deal. A year we were talking about that deal. We could have got him earlier. We could have got him at the start of the season, and just think how much better we would have actually been this season if we'd have had the Bruno Fernandes we've seen since January in our team since the start of the season. It stands to reason we'd had a great season. So yeah, that's what you're weighing up here. You're weighing saving a few quid versus actually getting the deal done early. So in my eyes, I think it's piss poor from Manchester United right now. I think we should get the deal done, pay the money, you know, get the man in. We've just got Alexis frickin' Bruno Mars off of our books. He was on 500 grand a week. Think about how much that is a year. And he's off of our books now, so there's money freed up there. We're going to surely get rid of a couple of other Gash-tastic players this summer. You know, there's always talk about Jesse Lingard only going to Solskjaer. Nah, mate, I don't want to see it. I want to see a change at United right now. We've almost got rid of all of the deadwood now. There's just a couple of little pieces of driftwood floating on by, and we just need to pluck them out, really, and send them off to the glue factory into Milan or something. Get rid of them, and then we can start afresh. I feel like we're almost there with Ole Gunnar. He's got rid of a lot of the players that we needed to get rid of. He's still got a couple more to get rid of, and then we should be in the situation where we are completely afresh, and you know, it's new beginnings for the club. But we'll see what goes on, lads and lasses. Right then, let's just get into your comments again. I'm absolutely spaking over here, man. Crikey. Ooh, who wants to strip a bacon, love? Just peel it off my arm. It's already nice and crispy. JP says also Pig needs a Mankind outfit. Mommy!
Yeah, definitely. I'd like that.
Hamza Jackson fan. What's going on, Hamza? He says an OAP would be quicker than Deadwood Wood. I agree with you, mate. Deadwood Wood is so freaking slow.
I'm going to make you look like the Joker too.
It is actually really annoying, some of the time that he takes to get these deals done. The same thing happened with Harry Maguire. I'm surprised we managed to get Aaron Wan-Bissaka with no real dramas. But the fact is, Jadon Sancho, look, he wants to come. We want him. They want a lot of money for him. If those three things can meet somewhere in the middle, then we've got a little bit of a situation where we'll probably get him. I still think we probably will get him, but we're just playing this cat and mouse game where we don't want to pay more than this amount. They don't want to accept any less than this. It's who gives first, basically, or if we can at some point meet in the middle. But look, United should maybe be looking at other options as well to fill that position if it doesn't work out. But I still think this isn't the end of negotiations just because Michael Zorc, the director of football at Dortmund, has said absolutely categorically no, the deal will not be done or completed if it's not done and completed before the 10th of August. Just because he said that doesn't mean that the deal's not going to be done. United just have to come up with the cash really. And we'll see what happens. Solskjaer might have to finance the deal in some other way. He might have to get another couple of players off our books. We'll see what happens, guys. But yeah, Gaming TV 620. Thank you very much, pal. He says, love your channel. I'm an Arsenal fan. I found your channel last stream, FA Cup final. Nicholas, stop ripping that cookie packet open. Do you have to be so loud? I'm streaming a freaking video here, man. I mean, seriously, don't just laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. Can you just show a little bit of decorum and consideration? That's it. Get out. Ellie says, pig's so hot I can hear the sizzling. Oh my God, I've just gone over and looked at me. Look at me, I'm glistening. It's so hot in here, guys, I can't tell you. The sun is directly out here. It's like a greenhouse effect into my face right now. It's mad. Please do us a favour and smash the like button, lads and lasses, if you're tuning in right now. And get your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. I want to hear from you. I want to hear your thoughts on Paul Pogba, what you think about his contract. Do you think he should get a new contract? Some people think that he should be sold to finance some other deals. Let me know. Razerk says, "Heyo, lads and lasses, how are you?" Razerk. Matt Rush comments, structure of the payment is the block at the moment for Sancho. Right, so there's, it's believed that £70 million is the upfront offer from Manchester United, and somewhere like maybe 50 million is later, so it's somewhere in the region of 120 million. I don't know if they want more than that, then, maybe it's not a good value deal for Manchester United, to be perfectly honest. But I still think that is a deal that Manchester United should make. If it's falling down because it's, 100 million that Manchester United want to pay and Dortmund are wanting to accept 60 up front and 60 later, or they want the whole lot up front, I think it would be poor from United not to get the deal done. We've got a message here from Football Crew Show, who comments, I've accepted that Sancho ain't coming to United. Let's all move on and go for him in the January transfer market. So interesting. This is the thing. The longer it goes on, Borussia Dortmund will not want to sell him because it does take time to get a suitable replacement. They are a top European club. They don't have to sell him immediately. They might lose him eventually, with player unrest and all that sort of thing, get his head turned constantly, the media, but they don't actually have to sell him right now. He's a contracted player. So I think it's just a cat and mouse game. We'll see what goes on. Illy United says, this stream is lagging. Oh, no. That is gash. Is that the case, or is that just for you? I think it's just for you, pal. I think you're having me on, son. Fergie99, how are you getting on as well, my friend? Thank you for stopping by. Azar Parak says, I want to be positive that Sancho will join us, but I also feel like we will mess this deal up. Well, we do have that absolute freaking human King Edward, and that is a type of potato as well, guys. So, he happens to have the same name, King Edward Wood. That makes a lot of sense, because he is the massive potato-headed fool at times in the past, this man with deals, getting deals done and getting them over the line. He definitely struggles with it. So, yeah, I mean, I do think that maybe we could mess this deal up. What would really annoy me is if another club came in and swooped in and got the deal done for Jadon Sancho right now, like one of the other top clubs around Europe. That would be so annoying, because United have had our opportunity here. We had our opportunity. We're the only club talking to him. I mean, as far as I understand it, there's no other football clubs that have been talking to Borussia Dortmund or that have a real interest in investing that amount of money to sign him. So United seems like we've got sort of like an open field to play with here, but actually, anybody could swoop in at any moment in time. So United need to be a little bit careful there and not miss out on a really great player. Ellie says, I couldn't even hear Nicola. I think it's because we got the fan going across us, so maybe you can't really hear her.
Carried away trying to eat the cookies.
Yeah. Liam, that's a good point. He says, does anyone know how many players have come and gone since Phil Jones signed? That would be interesting to know. Yeah, lots of good players have come and gone. That's the thing. Much better players than Phil Jones. Jesse Lingard's another one. He's been here for a very long time. And if you think about it, players like whoever you want to say, Welbeck or, I don't know, your Schneiderlins of this world, are they any worse than Jesse Lingard? Were they any more money than Jesse Lingard? No. Hey, Neil Duffin, what's going on, my friend? He says, Mrs. Piggy, you're a classic. Pig, keep Pogba. Put quality alongside him. He's never had any except for Bruno. Needs quality. We'll see the best of him. Extend contract. Thank you for your thoughts there, Neil. Yeah, I sort of feel the same as you do. People kept saying, Pogba needs quality around him. He needs players around him. He needs leadership around him. And I think you might be right. I don't think he's that sort of mercurial leader on his own. I think he does need a serious helping hand. Bruno takes a lot of that mantle. It's not just about the footballing aspect, but the emotional side of the game. The mental aspect of the game, how you deal with the game mentally throughout. So I think that's where Bruno comes in massively. Other players obviously help to come in massively there as well. I'm not saying Pogba's a weak character or anything. I'm just saying that sometimes we've seen him lose his head in games. We've seen it countless times, go invisible. So we do know that he has that in him. So he does need somebody marshalling him around him, I think. I think it helps. And now he's got that quality around him, Neil. There's no reason why he can't go on and really, flourish now at United. You can't have that excuse of, you don't have a quality set of players around you. To be fair to him, when he was at Juventus, he was quality. When he plays for France, he's quality. And he does have quality around him. So, it sort of stands to reason that would help. AJ Nair says, why Sancho? Buy Rice or Havertz? Look, Sancho's a great option, man. He's a lot of money, sure, but he's homegrown. He's, 19, 20? He's already proven in a top team, in a top league. His assists and stats and goals are unbelievable. He's a future star. He's a star already. So that is why, look, Rice looks like a good option as well. Havertz, fantastic player as well. Good young player as well. Great player. Those are some good options as well, my friend. Thank you very much, Hyphy Gorilla. Hyphy Gorilla, he says, drop a like for my Hyphy pig. Thank you so much for that, Hyphy Gorilla, my friend. Much appreciated. Great to see you in here. Stay Clint in the gaff says, my friend got an aircon machine in England and it just stands in the corner. It works brilliantly. You need it. Splash out on it. Dude, that sounds amazing. Maybe you could link me on Twitter or something to the sort of thing you're talking about, man. But yeah, we do need stuff like that. Only for a couple of weeks of the year here. But the UK right now, it's absolutely freaking sweat your gooch off time. So thank you for that. I think that's a good idea. I've seen a couple of home hacks that you can do though, which I'm thinking about trying out. Get a couple of 2-litre bottles, fill them up with water, stick them in the freezer so they just turn into one big ice cube, and then just put them in front of a fan, blowing cold air over and into the room. That sounds good. I'm going to try that. Yeah, I'm excited about that. Who else is in here then? Hamza says, how much can we get for Phil Jones? Inter might be interested in our garbage. Look, one man's junk is another man's treasure, evidently. Because look at Inter Milan, and I really hope that we get to play them in the Europa League final. That would be so awesome to come up against Ashley Young, wishful thinking there with Phil Jones. Gashly Clunch, maybe you're onto something there, Hamza. Alexis Sanchez and Romelu Lukaku. Imagine that. We'll come up against all three of those players in the final. That'd be amazing. I can't wait for that. We've got to get past Sevilla first, of course. But yeah, how freaking awesome would that be coming up against the ex-Manchester United rejects in the final? And like you say, garbage. Do they want our garbage? It seems that they do want our garbage. All of Serie A wants our garbage. Maybe we could do some sort of a double deal, Lingard and Phil Jones to Inter. You never know. We seem to have a good relationship with them in terms of giving them our rejects.
You're right, those ones are much nicer.
They are. Fergie99 says, if we don't get Sancho, we should get Grealish. Sorry, my missus just munching cookies down in the corner there. Koulibaly then gets Sancho next year. Koulibaly would be a nice signing, to be fair. Somebody proven, somebody ready. We do seem to have an issue at centre-back. We don't have a world-class centre-back in there. We need a world-class centre-back if we want to be a world-class team. Razak says, Ed Woodward, worst negotiator we have had for years. To be fair, we've spent the money. We've signed a lot of these good players. It's just taken us time. It's not like, we didn't sign Harry Maguire or we didn't sign Bruno Fernandes. He did get them through the door. It just took a little bit of time. But yeah, he is gash, mate, if we're being honest. I'm trying to defend it a little bit here, but no. We've been too reluctant in the past to back managers. We've been too reluctant in the past to spend money. We need to do it now. Solskjaer's shown how capable he is of actually getting the best out of this team and progressing the players within the squad and getting us on the right track. So why wouldn't he want to heavily invest in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer as manager right now? Solskjaer needs all the help he can get. We finished a shitload of points behind City and Liverpool. We need to close that gap. He needs investment. So yeah, I agree with you. Right then, Hayden Alessandro comments, Sancho won't force the transfer. Manchester United need to act fast. I think you're right. He's too classy. He's there. You know, I think he's just had an increase in wages as well. Like, he'll be happy playing at Borussia Dortmund until the deal's done, I'm sure. Because, look, they've offered him absolutely everything he's needed to build and grow as a player. It's a great platform for him. That's why Manchester United are interested in him. And he's developed and he's made himself into basically a world star while he's at Dortmund. So I'm pretty sure he's happy at Dortmund as well. I think he just wants to come to a huge club like Manchester United and live once again back in England. I think that's got to be a deciding factor in there. CB in the house. How you doing, CB? Says Pogba should be off to Real Madrid if he doesn't want to play for the club. Well, look, Pogba's hinted at not wanting to play, or not wanting to play, but he's hinted at wanting to move away. Last summer, which is only a year ago, you know, he talked about leaving Manchester United for a new challenge. He actually said to the press that he wanted to maybe look for a new challenge. That was only a year ago. Now, things were vastly different a year ago. We'd only had Solskjaer in for a bit. We didn't have the Champions League. We weren't really a successful team. On or off the pitch, really. We were really struggling. Solskjaer's come in. He has had a big effect. We are in a Europa League semi-final with a chance of winning that trophy. We did finish third, so we got Champions League qualification. He did bring in some really good signings. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Bruno Fernandes, some really good players to build the side. It's a statement of intent. If you're a top player at a top side and you may be lacking a little bit of quality, if that top side then goes and gets the quality in the transfer window, then you've got to be reasonably happy with the direction that the club's going in. So, yeah, I mean, look, if he doesn't want to play, then yeah, Real Madrid, Juventus, these are the sort of teams that would maybe be interested in signing him. You could get 100 million for him, maybe more, who knows? So, it's an option. And then we could go and get another top quality player. Like, I love Wilfred Ndidi over at Leicester. I keep banging on about him. How much would it take to sign Wilfred Ndidi? But we should. Ruben Neves. Like, if you could sign Ruben Neves, and Wilfred Ndidi for that sort of money, you know, for the same amount of one Paul Pogba, then maybe you should do that, because Ruben Neves, not being funny, but Ruben Neves and Wilfred Ndidi, them two players together right now, I would take them over Paul Pogba right now. Stephen Sevon, thank you so much for the super chat. He says super chat. Shin Ramen noodle soup. Nice one, mate. Yeah, no, I've had some of those shin noodles before, my friend. Yeah, nice one. We have sort of similar things over here. We've got pot noodles and, you know, it's all a bit crap, to be fair. That's pretty much it. You go into the supermarket and you've just got, what noodle options do you have? Like ready noodles in a pot. Super noodles. Yeah, but you have to do them in a pan. You know what I mean? Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? But yeah, nice one. Thank you so much for that, Stevens Ever. Much appreciated, my friend. Liam says, Memphis is not the answer to any question United are asking at the moment. I'm with you on that one. I'm not feeling Memphis Depay coming back to the side. He was a melt job first time around. Aaron Homeyard, how you doing? He says, Dortmund are bullies for the asking price of 120 million. They can shove it and move on. So you think we should go and look elsewhere? I mean, look, there's other players that are available. We've all talked about players like, you know, Big Adama Traore, or there's talk about Havertz, or, you know, there's a bunch of different options. But, you know, he's the best one, in my opinion, in terms of his age, his youth, his qualities. And, but look, there's other players out there. I'm not saying he's the best one. I just think for the overall package, because of his age, he's only going to get better. You're going to have a top quality player for the next decade at your club. Please do us a favour, lads and lasses. Smash that thumbs up button. Give it a cheeky little like if you can. That will help this stream out and help this channel out tremendously. So please do leave that thumbs up rating if you have not done so already. And if you're new to this channel, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 25,000 subscribers, lads and lasses. All aboard the Baker Brigade Express. Woo woo! Oink oink!
Do you swear?
Okay. Dindandui. What does that mean?
Oh, you made me so happy saying it.
Ellie says, I love super noodles but hate pot noodles. To be fair, super noodles are way better than pot noodles. But it just takes time with the super noodle. You've got to put it in a pan. You know? Batman Knifan says, like Reves. I like Reves. I think you mean Neves, do you? Or do you mean a different player? But either way, thank you for getting in here, Batman Knifan. Great to see you. Thank you for taking a little bit of time out from saving Gotham City, my friend. Really appreciate that. Azar Parat comments, by the time Woodward gets this Sancho deal done, then the excitement levels will not be the same anymore. Yeah, well, I mean, I sort of see what you're saying, but whichever time we get it done, it's going to be a great signing. But it would be way more exciting if we got it done now. What frustrates me is we see other clubs going out there and doing the business. You know, United were sort of supposed to be linked with Nathan Ake, but Man City just swooped in and got the deal done right at the start of the season. Now, I'm not saying we should have gone and signed him. I'm just saying they got their business done early. They showed their intent, paid a lot of money for a player like that as well, really, and got it done. Hey Pumps, he says Atlanta or PSG. Do you know what? I mean, I've just got a feeling Atalanta, you know. They just look freaking, they were a serious team this season, you know. I've just got a feeling. Waves Rolls comments, Dappig. How you doing, Waves Rolls? Thanks for stopping by, mate. Phil Mike says, yes, there are other players, but we are Manchester United. We shouldn't be going for 5th and 6th choice. Very good point. We are United. If we want to have the best world-class players in the world, you need to buy the best world-class players in the world. And look, we've been talking about Adama Traore. And I'm saying it a bit tongue-in-cheek. He's a really good player. Look at his assist stats this season for us. He's a really good player. He's effective. But is he world-class? No, I don't think you could say that he's world-class. Whereas Jadon Sancho seems to show all of the characteristics of a player who, if he's not right now, is going to be world-class. And to be fair, he already has all the abilities to absolutely win a game for you. So I think he's looking amazing over there. Okay, the German league is maybe questionable at times. There's still a lot of great teams in there, but usually it's a 2 or 3 horse race, whatever, and he's in one of the best sides. But even so, like, he's such an impressive player when you actually watch him. His speed, the way he moves, the way he can just rip up a team on the counter. If you look at his stats, the amount of assists he's got, he's a heck of a player. He contributes a heck of a lot to a team. And if United could replicate those sort of statistics in the Premier League with Jadon Sancho, we'd be absolutely laughing. Tedson Kabiru comments, which deals is Ed Woodward's at? I don't know what that means, mate, but I'm thinking, I don't know if it's in reference to Ed Woodward and what deal he thinks he's going to get. I don't know. I mean, we'll see what he does. He's got a bit of time here to get some deals done before the new Premier League season starts. I'd like to see transfers coming in before the 12th of September. Well, way before the 12th of September. Bear in mind that's only 1 month away. When does the transfer window actually close? That's a good point, actually, because obviously everything's changed, so I don't really know when the transfer window closes this season. If anybody can fill us in the live chat, I would love to know. Thank you, Matt Rush. He says, smash a like for the pig. Really appreciate that, Matt the Rushmeister. I just want to say as well, guys, we are doing a live stream tonight on the gaming channel, playing some FIFA. So get over there, round about sort of 9 o'clock. We'll be doing that, 9:30 maybe. I'll be jumping on and doing a bit of a gaming stream over on the Flying Pig gaming channel. So make sure you go over there and subscribe. Hit that bell icon over there as well, and that way you will be notified when we go live on the gaming channel. Malps is in the house. Yes, Malps. Great to see you, lad. Long-time subscriber says, when are we going to see departures and new arrivals at this club? Every summer is unbearable. 54 days left, I think. Nice one. Well, that's, it's an extended period of time, isn't it, Malps? That's nice. Thank you very much for letting me know. Yeah, look, we need to get the departure. We need to get the players out the door. We need to get the players done and get them in and get it done early. And it's already, even if we got them done now, it wouldn't exactly been done early. Jay Tizzy comments, Sancho will end up at Liverpool next season when Salah leaves for Barca. Well, that would be absolutely horrendous if that happened. That all the more reason United need to get the business done now. Like I say, other clubs will be more interested in signing him the longer this goes on. He's only getting better, this guy. Neil Duffin says, looking forward to Sunday, mate. Can't wait. Come on, United. Squeal hog. So we've got, thank you, Neil. We've got Sevilla on Sunday. So, of course, Sevilla knocked out Wolves. Piss poor performance by Wolves, really. And Sevilla progressed through to the semi-finals where they will face us in the Europa League semis. That's on Sunday, 8 p.m, lads and lasses. We'll be doing a watch-along for that on this channel. Make sure you're here for it. It's going to be a heck of a game, I'm sure. Sevilla look like no mugs, that's for certain. I think it's a tough tie. Last time we met Sevilla in Europe, we had our pants pulled down. It's going to be a difficult game. United are going to have to turn up and boss it and play our best to get the job done because they're going to be really hungry. Bina Messi says, hi bro, how you doing, Bina? Chris Mayer says, big respects to Red Devils from West Ham at ICF. Fair play to you, Chris Mayer. Thank you for getting in here, lad. Nice one, mate. Hamza Jackson says, Loserpool fan, Jesse. Little bit harsh, Jesse, but, Hamza, I mean, but fair play to you, lad. Batman Night fan says, Sancho is United fan. He will join. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, look, he seems to want to come to the football club. Ted Sinkaburi says, we got Sevilla on Sunday. Come on then, United. Time to smash them up. It's time to, Ole Gunnar's going to be the demon barber of Seville on Sunday, I think. I think he's going to set the team up to cut them open. He's going to trim them down for size, you know what I'm saying? He's going to blow dry them. He's gonna perm them. He's gonna make it permanent. Do you know what I mean? He's gonna dye them. Other expressions. He's gonna crimp them, man. He's gonna freaking highlight the inabilities they've got in their team. He's gonna freaking straighten them out. That's exactly what Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, the demon barber of Seville, is gonna do on Sunday. Come on, United! Right, okay, I'm going to wrap this video up now, guys. But thank you so much for tuning in. Smash a thumbs up on it. Hit that like button. Check out the website, flyandpigunited.com. Shout out Marek Stachowski, Liam, Hamza Jackson fan, Razak, JP, everybody, Matt Rush, JP Legends, Neil Duff, and everybody who's got in here for this little cheeky little live stream. Just going over some of the latest United news. I didn't even talk about Paul Pogba signing for a new team. He signed for FC Versailles or something.
That's it again.
Oh no, Verdansk! Sorry. Verdansk FC! He signed for Verdansk FC! That's right, Paul Pogba is now a Verdansk FC player!
I got him some Galaxy.
What's that, you ask? It's some Call of Duty Warzone shit! I don't even know what it is, man. I think he signed for like a virtual COD team, I believe. Look, I don't know anything about it. I didn't even talk about that, so I wanted to just put that out there, guys. Right, okay, so come back in a few minutes, lads and lasses, once this video has finished, or straight afterwards, and smash that thumbs up button before you go, but come back and comment, get your opinions in about anything you want to talk about that we've discussed in this video, like Sancho, or any other players, Grealish, or whoever it may be, and also, of course, Paul Pogba, and if you think that he should be staying at United, you know, get your thoughts in is what I'm saying. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button, smash that bell icon, look for the channel Flying Pig Gaming. We'll be doing a gaming stream later, a bit of FIFA, maybe a bit of GTA, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But shout out to you all for watching. Have a great evening. Enjoy the weather. Look at the state of me. I'm absolutely glistening here. I look like Ed Woodward on the toilet. That's what I look like right now. I can imagine, you know, Ed Woodward with the vein in his head, like,
It's not nowhere your fault. Say it, Go on.
Findandui. Nanu. Right, okay, we're going to go now, guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is The Pig. You have a great evening. We'll see you on the next one. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Come back and have your say in the post-live comment section, and I will get back to you, as can everybody else. This is The Pig. Thanks for watching. Follow us on the socials, Mr. Flying Pig HD on Twitter. All the links in the description. Check out the website, flyingpigunited.com, and I will see you all later on the gaming channel for the gaming stream, and I'll see you all tomorrow on this channel for some other Manchester United content. We've got a podcast on Friday, live stream coming up, 7 p.m, around about 7 p.m, with a couple of other United channels, the United Man, and also, hopefully, that United family. So keep a lookout for that, lads and lasses. Thank you for getting in here tonight. I'll see you on the next one. This is The Pig. Take it easy. Right, okay then, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. This is the Patreon credits. Just to say, shout out to all the patrons that support this channel. We've got some bloody legends. I've got to add Hayden as well. Thank you so much, Hayden, for becoming a new patron yesterday. We've got to add Hayden, and he will be on this list very shortly. But this is just to say thanks to all the guys that support us on Patreon, or who are Tier 2 channel members. Shout out to each and every single one of you bloody legiondes. Okay then, so all of you in here at the end as well, the Real Swifty, shout out, Matt Rush, hello, Illy United, JP, Ryan Bowspear 9, Liam, everyone else, Batman Night Fan, JP, Mrs. P, everybody have a great freaking evening. I'll see you so soon. This is The Pig. Sorry, that was probably horrible to headphone listeners, I apologise. Time to go and dry my gooch up with a bit of Bounty, you know what I mean? With a bit of Bounty kitchen roll. Pockets of absorption. That's what you need. That's what you need. Bit of kitchen roll on the gooch. Bye, guys.